Is this a sewer? Yes, it is. Of course it is. And immediate long note. Brilliant. October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once... oh, no. It's more of this. And again, like, they wrote the first two parts of the letter, this note, journal, whatever, and left them in very different places, and now somehow this one has made its way all the way to the sewer. Don't know how or why, but here it is. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, de-haired, and scraped ready for gambroling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler, and sending freezing air along the set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapours in the other. Yes, it's a very efficient but very cruel process, as we've already well established.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Wow, I'm already reading something else. Oh yeah, I forgot I missed this. Heady brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing, a witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass, a strange choice unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with this so-called compound X. I should investigate for further clues. Well, we figured that out without reading that. That was fine. We just need to smash it over the padlock and point the light at it. The flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. Well done. Okay. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? Well, this whole... You could ask that about this whole exercise, couldn't you? Anyway, I found while editing the last video that there was so much green, and I'm seeing it now before I've even started editing, so I'm just going to quickly try and solve that and be right back. Okay, so it turns out you can't actually really do a whole lot about the green. The game is just overly green for some reason. So if that's the Kenk, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't remember the Kenk being... Well, I know for a fact that it wasn't electronic, so maybe it's like a electronic version of the which is fantastic. But yeah, anyway, it seems you can't really solve the greenness. It's just a green game. It's annoying. I might be able to do some colour correction, but I don't want to overdo it. Then the things that are meant to be green won't be green anymore. Right. Am I I even going the right way? Going by these sounds, I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the exhaust all the other directions first. Let's see what that journal said again. So really the only goal right now is lowering the water level. So there probably isn't a right or wrong way to go. There's probably controls in multiple different places, just like in Dark Descent when you were lowering the water level in one of them levels. But there's seemingly nothing. Okay, so that is the only way that we can go currently. Towards the scary noises. It's my favourite activity. Aside from reading notes, of course. Yeah. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. I seem to be on the other side of this damn thing. See, there's a wheel there, as suspected. There's probably a few more of them. There certainly seems to be some form of kank or something in there, in the water. It's a very quiet generator. Let's read this note before we... oh, we're all the way down here. Oh... August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Kelm, and I am no Eliyahu. Okay, at least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. The doorway between open. Right. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do it to the centre where the doorway is. I feel like this is worded really poor. Is it just me? It feels really hard to read. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperatures of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated and their duality tears them asunder as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have a physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. So, that whole between worlds thing, is that similar to what went on in the Dark Descent when you sent Agrippa to the different world? Maybe. I mean, there was a portal of some sort. I don't know where it sent him. Ah, not so quiet anymore, generator. But it was moving a minute ago. So... oh, I knew this was about to ring. Why is it so high up?
Faster, Mandus. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps. We are waiting for you.
Yes, thank you, Captain Obvious. I know... okay. No, I was just chilling out. Right, so that hasn't moved at all. So the way that I didn't go earlier must be the way that I need to go. I mean, I probably missed something. Back that way. No. Which way do I go? Hold on. This isn't... oh, wait, yes it is. Why would they make this place such a maze? Where am I? Yeah, that is not a good sign. Oh, this way's... It's sealed now. I guess I won't be going the way that I missed after all. Oh, I'm completely lost. Leave me alone. Was it? No, hold on. Yeah, this leads to there. I thought so. But yeah, this is the way that I didn't go before, this way here, which just leads to a dead end. So, I guess I avoided the monster by not going towards it. That's a very different approach to a horror game. Normally you have to. Anyway. Doesn't seem to have solved my issue because there's still another wheel thing I need to adjust, but I have no idea. I'm guessing, does this hurt when you touch it? No, but there's definitely something in there that will hurt when I touch it. But you see, how am I supposed to do this? Must be missing something. Bear with me. Can I get to that? No, that's not open anyway. So I need to open. Firstly, what did that first wheel open? This one. Yes, this one. So that's open now. Can I get over there? Ah, I think I've got it. So you have to backtrack all the way back to here. Seems rather convoluted, but it is what it is, I suppose. Ah.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Mandus, you sound every bit the fanatic. Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement? And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views? Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for. And so you set about things immediately upon your return? Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
That was a long one. Mandus's lunacy is becoming all the more evident. Alright, so what is... Oh, that just leads... Okay, yeah. Do I have to go down there, really? Oh, I do not like that. Dead end. Okay, where... Another note. February 17th, 1899. And I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy, yes, we see it. A tall weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those in Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining with stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests lived. This is the house of the dead, and here where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether, or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. You have to wonder why what was obviously a conversation somehow ended up being written down for the sake of plot. It's just not really plausible, is it? Anyway. And more reading. Mandus post-diluvian. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames where it belongs and clear the path to the center of the machine. These journal entries really aren't necessary. Yeah, I hear you.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
That's not one of these. Oh yeah. Turn it on first. I know what I'm doing with this now. It is very dark in here. Where's that music coming from? Oh, there's one of them. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, there's two of them. That one on the left is massive. Oh. There's the game showing me that that one's even more dangerous than the ones we've been facing up until now. Because it attacks the... Great. A nest of wretches. Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business, and yet... So, does he really stop to write, and yet, ... and yet? I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike, and I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. But, oh, you're the reason they were created. They're the product that you keep going on about. Like, you're actually such a scumbag. Ooh. That's an interesting door. Oh, I don't like this place. What? Oh, is there one in here? Is that why? Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're like children. really messed up. Hold on, did I exhaust all the different routes? Don't want to miss anything. Yes, that is it. That is the only way I can go. Place is really, really messed up. Well, which way? Oh! Oh man, this is awful. And it's all Mandus' fault. It's all the playable character's fault. And he talks about a new, better world, all while doing this. At what cost, Mandus? At what cost? Wonders why they're so annoyed. The saboteur is probably just a freedom fighter or something, someone who cares about these creatures. Guessing it all leads to that drop. Yeah. Okay. Ow. I can barely see. Really can't see now. It's so grainy as well. Right, do these both lead to the same place? You have to assume. Otherwise, you know, which... Hold on, no, that... Oh, almost fell then. I think they do lead to the same level. It's very green down here. Oh, this is ridiculous. How long do they want you to just be climbing through pipes? Very nearly there now.